stay here. I'll go ahead.
If you guys haven't heard of Wonder Woman, here's a little synopsis. Wonder Woman, aka Diana, is a princess of the Amazons, trained to be an unconquerable warrior. She meets an American pilot who reveals the conflicts happening in the outside world. She then leaves her home to fight alongside the Allied army in the war to end all wars, and finally discovers her true powers and destiny.
For the biology section of this video, we will investigate the creation of Wonder Woman. The story goes that Wonder Woman was created by the lightning god Zeus, and was formed out of clay. This is not physically possible, as you need 23 gametes from a mother cell and the father cell. The fertilized egg develops in the uterus, except Wonder Woman wasn't created from a fertilized egg. She was created by the power of Zeus and clay, which is physically impossible. Thus, Wonder Woman's origin story contradicts the biology of fetus development. Wonder Woman's superhuman abilities point to genetic mutations in her DNA. One of her abilities is super speed. She may possibly have a mutation in the ACTN3 gene, which helps a mutated user move their muscles faster than a normal human being. This mutation is commonly found in the fastest runners in the world. An example of a top runner currently is Usain Bolt, whose maximum speed is 28 miles per hour. Wonder Woman's maximum speed is 7,688 miles per hour, which makes her 274 times faster than the fastest human being. Even a human being with this mutation wouldn't be able to match her speed. Wonder Woman also has super strength, which involves a mutation in the MSTN gene. A normal human being has myostatin present in their bodies. The mutation in this gene severely reduces the amount of myostatin present. This protein signals the muscles what to stop growing. A possible lack of myostatin enables Wonder Woman to grow insanely strong.
So how realistic are Wonder Woman's feats? Not surprisingly, having godlike powers also means Wonder Woman has a godlike metabolism and consequently also has a godlike appetite. For example, it's mentioned that Wonder Woman has a strength that surpasses even that of Hercules, the son of Zeus. To give context, one of Hercules' labors was to deliver the Cretan bull back to the king he was employed to after killing his wife and daughter. Assuming that a Cretan bull is a normal bull, the animal is capable of pulling an object that weighs about its weight and even more at a walking pace. In this case, let's say the bull can pull 4,000 pounds. Currently, one of the strongest men in the world is Brian Shaw, who in this case will be our base for Hercules. He is capable of deadlifting 1,140 pounds. To supplement himself, Shaw consumes an average of 12,000 calories each day to maintain his strength. By doing some quick calculations, Hercules would need to consume 42,105 calories on the daily just to carry the Korean bull. But notice how we said Wonder Woman's strength trumps Hercules, meaning that her calorie intake would be equal to more than 75 McDonald's Big Macs. Wonder Woman also possesses superhuman speed, and as mentioned before, her max speed was 7,680 miles per hour. Usain Bolt, in his prime, made his world-shattering 100-meter dash running at the top speed of 27 to 28 miles per hour. Being 247 times faster than the fastest man alive also means you would have to diet to match. Using Usain Bolt, he consumes an average of 55,000 calories each day to maintain his speed. Multiplying 55,000 by 247, we can assume that Wonder Woman would need to consume an additional 135,850 calories daily to maintain her top speed.
Now let's discuss how Wonder Woman utilizes her unique abilities to do impossible feats. In Justice League of America Volume 1, Wonder Woman aids two others in the act of pulling the Earth. As given by Dr. Robert Zubin, in order to even move the Earth 5% outward from the Sun, a velocity change of 1,200 meters per second would need to be applied to the Earth. In the comic, it appears that she's pulling the Earth a fair distance in a matter of seconds. Even assuming she pulls the Earth in 20 minutes, that's 5% outward. She would apply an acceleration of 0.017 meters per second. The mass of the Earth is 5.97 times 10 to the 24 kilograms. Even if Wonder Woman only pulls a third of this force, she would be applying a force of 9.95 times 10 to the 22nd newtons. According to NASA, the average male can exert around 1,000 newtons of force. This means that Wonder Woman would need to be at least 10 to the 20th times stronger than the average human, a feat that is impossible in the realm of reality. Now let's discuss another amazing feat of Wonder Woman's. In Green Lantern Circle of Fire Volume 1, Wonder Woman, unassisted, pulls an entity from inside a black hole. Is this truly possible? Escape velocity is the speed at which an object must travel to escape the gravitational force applied upon that object. For example, an object escaping the gravitational pull of the Earth would need to be traveling at a velocity of 11 meters per second. According to Daniel Sandberg, at the event horizon, escape velocity is equivalent to the speed of light. Within the event horizon of a black hole, the escape velocity surpasses the speed of light, a speed that any object which possesses mass cannot achieve. As described by Dr. Rothstein, as an object with mass approaches the speed of light, the amount of energy increases and becomes infinite at the speed of light. For the reason that an infinite amount of energy cannot be obtained, no object with mass can achieve the speed of light. Therefore, Wonder Woman, as she has mass around 50 kilograms, cannot move at the speed of light, and furthermore cannot escape and cannot achieve the escape velocity of a black hole. As described by Einstein's theory of relativity, Wonder Woman's feat of pulling a being from a black hole is physically impossible.
For chemistry, we will be exploring Wonder Woman's two favorite objects to use in battle, her lasso of truth and her bracelet of submission. The bracelets are made of Amazonium, a fictional metal from the DC universe. It is rumored to be stronger than any man-made metal, only weaker than some other fictional metals. The material most similar to Amazonium is a magnesium alloy discovered in 2015, composed of 86% magnesium and 14% silicon carbide particles. The alloy is currently considered the strongest and lightest material in the world, making it the most likely to resemble Amazonium. Silicon carbide is composed of many ceramic nanoparticles, and when infused with a light and strong metal like magnesium, has a great impact and compressive strength. Wonder Woman often uses her bracelets to deflect bullets and other fast-moving projectiles, which the magnesium alloy could easily do. The alloy's ability to deflect objects does not extend much further than bullets, making it much weaker than Amazonium, which can deflect almost any moving object. For the lasso of truth, which forces any villain trapped in its grasp to tell the truth, it is probably based off a truth-telling drug such as sodium thiopental. Being a barbiturate, sodium thiopental slows down the central nervous system, making it extremely difficult to consciously lie. Since it goes into effect only a couple seconds after application, this could explain how the lasso is able to quickly force the truth out of anyone. Still, sodium thiopental is not reliable or extremely effective, making it a worse compound than the hypothetical substance the lasso uses. The lasso itself is nearly indestructible, incredibly strong and flexible. While it comes from mystical origin, the closest material that resembles the lasso on Earth is Kevlar. Being a heat-resistant and incredibly strong synthetic fiber, Kevlar is also flexible enough to form a lasso. Kevlar also has great tensile strength, 3,620 megapascals to be precise, which is due to its countless strong interchain bonds. Yet, no lasso made of Kevlar could accomplish Wonder Woman's impressive feats of wrapping around the sun or even holding up the bridge. After a quick overview of Wonder Woman's tools, it can safely be deduced that the DC universe has much better elements to work with than ours.
Since we will be looking at the 2017 Wonder Woman movie, various visual effects were utilized to make both the movie and Wonder Woman's various parts come to life. The three primary settings of the Wonder Woman movie were Wonder Woman's homeland of Paramecia, World War I era London, and No Man's Land on the battlefield. For all three of these locations, the movie utilized some degree of computer-generated landscapes. Computer-generated landscapes were used in Paramecia scenes by adding cliffsides and rolling hills in the battle sequences. These additions enhanced the drama and environments of the scenes shot in the landscapes of southern Italy. Before the use of CGI became common, movie producers used to have to create small physical models, but now computer-generated models are used to enable the use of a high level of realism and detail. For the establishing shots of England, the studio produced entirely computer-generated landscapes of a very realistic-looking Victorian-era London. In many of these fight scenes in Europe, rather than fully constructing purely CG sets or purely practical sets, it was opted to use a combination of practical sets and green screen to add depth to the set, which is common practice in other superhero movies, such as Iron Man and Infinity War. Many items and props in the set were created through 3D modeling for practicality reasons. Generating models such as props such as World War II fighter planes in a program such as Maya is much more practical than getting an actual vintage fighter plane. These additional models made the sets more believable and added character to otherwise very plain scenes. As for Wonder Woman herself, most of the effects in the fight scenes were practical effects. One of the few exceptions is her lasso of truth, which was hand animated with excruciating amount of detail. To further make the fight scenes more impactful, a combination of layering and feathering effects were used to make realistic explosions and other superpower effects, such as lightning in fight scenes where Wonder Woman fights Ares. As for the final touches of the effects, virtual lighting was used to darken most of the scenes and make the lights have less warmth, giving off the signature dark and cool lighting known for the DC Cinematic Universe.